What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod back with another video, and today is Friday, so of course we're gonna hit the Goodwill because on Fridays it's usually 50% off, and it's usually not everything in the store, but it's just a select amount of categories. So it might be shoes and pants or jackets and shirts, but we're definitely gonna hit the thrift as early as possible. That way I can kind of beat out some of the competition and just get to the newest inventory as soon as possible. So I'll stay in the Goodwill for maybe about an hour or so, and then once I get back home I'll tell you guys what I picked up and how much I should be able to flip it for on eBay and on Poshmark. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, y'all, so as you can see, I grabbed a ton of shoes, so I'm glad I got here early because none of these shoes were here yesterday. And Allen Edmonds is a good brand to look out for. Some brands, some styles sell better than others, but these were in really good condition, so I'm grabbing those. These seem to be pretty good condition. They had some scuffs and some scratches on the front, but I can get rid of those with no problem, so I'm definitely scooping these up as well. These New Balance, I'm not too sure about. Some New Balance take a lot longer to sell than others, but since these are only $5, I probably will just end up getting these as well. Here's another pair of Allen Edmonds, but these are actually AE by Allen Edmonds, and this is like the lower tier, so these don't sell for as much. But of course, I'm still going to grab these up because they're in pretty good condition, minus scuffs and scratches, but I can get rid of that. And these, I sold these in the past, so I know I'm going to be able to sell this for a decent amount of profit. So I'm definitely getting this pair, and they're asking for $10, but still, that's not a bad price for these, especially since they're in good condition. And Clark's, these are only $3, and people told me Clark's sell pretty well, but since this has this really big scratch, I'm gonna have to pass on that one. But Clark's still do sell pretty well. This is the first time I came across anything from this brand in my thrift stores, but I'm familiar with the brand only because I've seen other resellers pick them up in the past. So I was kind of excited to find this one, especially since it's in really good condition. And it's not half off, but I mean, I'm still going to grab this one up anyway. And I ended up coming across another one, and this one seemed to be in pretty good condition as well, but I really wanted to check it out and make sure that it wasn't too like badly faded or had any flaws in it, because anytime I come across two similar pieces in the same day, one is usually perfect and the other one has a flaw. So this one seemed to be pretty good until I checked the sleeve, and then I was like, oh hell no. Next, I came across this vest, and it seemed to be in pretty good condition, and I realized that they had like a special tag on this one. And usually anytime there's a special tag, it's probably really good quality or something that they're familiar with, a brand that they know. So I had to check it out, and this one was actually faux fur. So I wanted to just check the comps really quick to see if it was worth it, and a lot of them were selling for about $20. I seen some listed for even less than that, so I just had to pass. And then I came across a Grail, and this piece was crazy. I've seen other spider jackets in the past, but I never seen a Mo spider jacket, so I wasn't really sure what that was about. But I know spider jackets usually do sell for a decent amount of profit, and since this one was in really good condition, I figured I can get at least $100 for this. As soon as I saw this, I just saw dollar signs. And this one, like I said, really nice and clean. There were some minor stains, but for the most part, there were no holes or any tears or anything like that. And that's the stuff that could really like devalue a good piece. But this one, I'll definitely be getting at least $100 for this. And at this point, I'm realizing things are starting to heat up because the shoes was one thing, the jacket was another, but this jacket was also crazy. You can just tell this is like a true vintage piece with the tassels and some sequins on there. And this is just fire. So I had to pick this one up. And thankfully, this one is regular price. They didn't like change the price and put a special price tag on this one. So since jackets aren't half off, I'm still going to pay about $10 for this. But this is still fire, so I gotta grab this one up. Next, I ended up coming across this Oakley polo shirt, and Oakley polos usually do sell pretty well. So if you guys can get them for a good price, I suggest you pick them up. But the last one I had a dope print, and it took a long time to sell, so I'm not gonna take another risk on that one. And then I came across this Vineyard Vines polo in a size medium, but I came across similar ones that didn't have like the whale on the chest, and without the brand recognition, I gotta pass on it. So then I decided to check the electronics section, and I came across this vintage typewriter, but it was really heavy and I'm pretty sure it was missing something on top of that. So I just decided to pass on this because I didn't even want to deal with that headache. And then I came across a camcorder, and I'm always looking for a second camera just so I can kind of improve my videos. But this one doesn't seem to be like a quality camera at all. I mean, it's full HD, but this isn't a brand that I'm familiar with, so I put that one back. And then I came across another camera, which is crazy, and I'm familiar with JVC, so I definitely wanted to give this one a closer look, especially since it had such a high price tag on there. And this one seemed to be in pretty good condition, practically brand new. And of course, it had all of the fixings, it had the cords, the power charger, everything was included in this one. So I definitely wanted to scoop this one up, but of course, I had to check the comps first. And I just typed in JVC Averio camera, and just to see what was actually out there, which cameras were available. And then I decided to check the sold listings. So that just, whoa, what the hell? $230. Shit, I'm definitely getting this. At this point, I was spending more than enough time at the Goodwill, and I found some good stuff, but I wanted to check the comps on this tape deck because I know sometimes these sell for decent profit. And then when I saw the price and how much they was asking for,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Alright, y'all, so we back in the crib for a full recap, and as you guys seen, I picked up a lot of heat in today's trip to the thrift, and I knew it was only a matter of time because the last couple of videos I wasn't getting that much bangers, but now I've picked up a ton of things that I'm pretty sure would resell for a decent amount of profit. So let's just do a quick recap of everything I picked up and how much I think it'll sell for on eBay and on Poshmark. Alright, y'all, so starting things off is this vintage leather jacket for women, and this one was in really good condition, especially for its age. And this was just super dope. I like the fact that it had the nice little tassels on there. It has some distressing on the sleeves. All the qualities of a vintage jacket that somebody that's a real connoisseur and a real appreciator of vintage goods would definitely appreciate. So something like this will probably sell for anywhere between 80 to 100 bucks for me, even though it does have some signs of wear, like this little tear on the inside of the lining, as you guys can see right there. But for the most part, this is in really good condition, and I'm pretty sure I'll get a good amount of profit. But to be 100% honest with you guys, this is something that Dom would probably love. So if she wants it, I'll just let her keep it. But if she doesn't keep it, I'll definitely be flipping this on eBay or on Poshmark anywhere between 80 to 100 bucks. And something like this might sell faster on Poshmark. Next up was this root sweater, and these sweaters sell for a decent amount of profit, as you guys seen, and I'll probably make somewhere between 25 and 30 for this. And this was in really good condition. It just had some lint, so I'll just run a quick lint roller over this, but no holes or no stains or anything like that. And this will be my first time selling this brand, so I'm pretty hype about that one. So we'll see how fast it sells. Moving right along is this JV camcorder, and the good thing about these camcorders with the flip out screen is that they sell relatively quickly for me, and I probably would get anywhere between about 60 to about 80 bucks for this. And the best part is the fact that it came complete with the box intact and all of the charger, all the extra cords and stuff like that. So this will make a very good selling point for me as well. So we'll put this up on eBay and see how long it takes to sell. And if I had to guess, I'd probably say maybe 1 to 2 months, depending on how much I list it for. And I'm gonna shoot pretty high since it does include the box, so we'll see how it goes. Next up is a pair of these Allen Edmonds, and these are the Voyager model. And these, believe it or not, actually sell for about 60 to 70 bucks on eBay. So all of the shoes that I ended up picking up is all gonna go on eBay because Allen Edmonds isn't a brand that really translates well on Poshmark. So I'm probably just gonna sell all of these on eBay, and these will sell for about 70 bucks. So I'm not gonna need to clean these up too much at all. I already wiped it down with some rubbing alcohol just to get rid of some of that dust, but for the most part these were in really good condition, so I'm pretty sure I'll get anywhere between 60 to 70 bucks for these. Next is another pair of Allen Edmonds, and to be honest, I'm pretty sure I came across somebody's entire like collection of Allen Edmonds shoes because they're all size 10.5, and these were in really good condition as well. And if you guys remember, these had some scuffing and some scratches on there, but I cleaned these up with some rubbing alcohol and some black shoe polish really quickly before I got on camera, and the scuffs got out pretty quickly, so I'm not worried about that at all. So these should sell anywhere between about, I'm thinking 50 to 60 bucks for these. These won't sell for that much money, but at the end of the day, I probably only spent about $5 for these shoes, so I'm not tripping about that whatsoever. And like I said, these will also be going up on eBay because on Poshmark, these will probably take way too long to sell. And next up is another pair of Allen Edmonds, and these are the Wilbert model, and these sell for about 60 to about 80 bucks depending on the condition, and these were in really good condition, as you guys can see. So I'll probably be shooting a little higher for these, and I'll probably get anywhere between maybe 70 to 80 bucks for these shoes since they are in really good condition. So definitely be on the lookout for Allen Edmonds because they always resell for a good amount of profit. The only thing is sometimes you might need to polish them or get rid of some of the scratches, but if you're comfortable with polishing and cleaning shoes, that should be no problem. And last but not least, in terms of shoes, is another pair of Allen Edmonds, and these were probably in the best condition out of the four, and these were probably hardly even worn, but they did have some scratches and some scuffs, and I was able to get the scratches and scuffs out with some black shoe polish and some rubbing alcohol. So if you guys need a quality black shoe polish, I'll put the link in the description to the one that I use, but you guys can get shoe polish anywhere and it'll basically do the trick. Even if you go to the 99-cent store, I'm pretty sure they have some there as well. But if you want the one that I use, I'll definitely put the link in the description below, so check that out if you're interested. Last but certainly not least is this vintage spider jacket, and this is probably my favorite find of the day. So this jacket probably resells for about 100 to about 120 bucks on eBay, especially since it is the, which one is this? Tommy Moe, and I'm not very familiar with Tommy Moe or anything like that, but for the most part you guys can see that when it comes to these type of jackets, people definitely want these bright, vibrant colors and stuff like that. So people are still picking up jackets. I'm still selling them at least one jacket or at least 2 sweaters every day. It's not to the point yet where people aren't picking up outerwear, so definitely still be on the lookout for it if you can. And this one might take a little while to sell because I'm not just gonna price it very low. I'm gonna price it on the higher end because it is vintage. It's super rare, and there's not a lot of them listed on eBay right now, so I'm gonna shoot a little higher. But of course, if I get a decent offer, I'll definitely accept that because I don't want to hold on to this forever. Alright y'all, that's all I have for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you got any comments or any questions, drop that in the comment section. I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Underrated. This lightning's causing thunder lately.